We talk about whole carcass utilization and processing at a high level, but we have yet to really dive into any specific relationships there. And I know, I've heard people pronounce Mike's last name Lorentz, but we'll give Mike and Lorentz Meats a big shout out here. And I know you've had a long-standing relationship with them. So just talk about, from a producer perspective, from a brand perspective, how important that processing piece is, how important that relationship and that partnership has been, and just how that could be like a potential bottleneck or unlock for this whole, regenerative grazing thing.
Well, the longer I'm in this business, the more I realize how fortunate we were in our beginnings, that both Thousand Hills and Lawrence Meats was based in Cannon Falls, Minnesota. And, they were looking at expansion and going after more niche markets for their facility, and we started as a brand and we kind of grew up together, and that's amazing. As I've had to go across the country and find other processing relationships, I realize that they're best in class, and we're very fortunate in what they offer in being integrated solution from harvest to value-added products. It's a big deal for any brand to have that relationship or multiple relationships. Now we've grown to, especially in the value-added space, but also in harvest and in processing, where we're working with over 15 different processors.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's part of all those products, finding the capabilities to produce those products through other processors. But we also really focus on decentralized sourcing of cattle and harvest of cattle, and then moving the boxes to a further processor, of which we added on into our building in the pandemic because it was so hard to find. We actually took on the task of building during the pandemic and starting a processing facility. And if we wouldn't have done that, I quite frankly don't know where we'd be.
Wow.
We'd probably be half the size we are now. I mean, to be honest with you.